The Game of Life is a youth conference hosted and planned by the
Kent Police Youth Board, and I know that my school goes to Game of Life, so I thought it would be really fun to help out.
We're just normal kids, and we just want to find a way to help out other kids.
Youth Board to me is just addressing as much as possible and learning as much as possible.
Youth Board's for anyone who wants to be in Youth Board. If you like helping out, if you like to just be in a place where like you're feeling accepted, I guess, just definitely join. You have different experiences and opportunities.
We do relate to school. We see like things that happen at school and we talk about it, and we try to see like anything that we can do to help.
In high school, a lot of kids don't make good decisions, but being in Youth Board has helped me understand the risks and the dangers of it, and like what can really happen like firsthand if like you do drugs or alcohol or something like that. Like I understand it more being in Youth Board than I would if I wasn't.
The significance of Youth Board is that we learn how to lead a healthy lifestyle, and then we learn how to teach that to others. So by having more members and fresh faces every single year, we can reach a larger variety of people, and it helps if they're from a younger age. For example, in middle school, because then they can stay in Youth Board for a longer term, and then also they have more time to really like give our message to other people.
So what do you guys think the meaning of this game was? You just want to make sure that whatever decisions you take, you're not affecting anybody in a bad way.
Everyone's like the youth, the leaders of tomorrow, but as we all see it, I think we're the leaders of today. I think everyone that comes to Youth Board is like, we're going to change everything, we're going to make everything better, so how about we all get together as a team?
As soon as a person joins Youth Board, no matter what they're like, we like to accept them right away. We like to make them as comfortable as possible. We take their personality and their own experiences, and then we can use that to figure out what we want to teach.
And so we put on the Game of Life, which is kind of a community building activity event with multiple schools from around the Puget Sound area.
It's completely Youth Board run. There's no adults, it's just us.
The issues that we discuss at the Game of Life usually derive from issues that we see in our own schools and in the Kent community.
I am so excited that we came. The workshops that I attended were super fun.
If something wasn't important, we would change it, and if something that is like, if it's something that like should be on the list, we would add in.
If they're significant enough in our opinion, we will decide to take that onto Game of Life.
Okay, so I feel like when we do try to talk to 7th graders, some of them are like so like they don't want to talk to you.
Since we do all come from different schools, and learning to address certain issues that we all see that we have in common in our community, and it actually helps us raise awareness on a larger variety of topics.
Kent Ridge has problems, Kentwood has problems, and Kent Meridian has problems, and we're like, okay, that's a big deal. Let's try to put some more emphasis on that.
We spend multiple meetings deciding on what we really want to address in our workshops, and we come to those decisions by thinking, what do we see is the most adamant issue in our schools, and then if it's bullying or if it's alcohol or teen pregnancy, then we decide to use that as a workshop.
3 14-year-old girls posted something so horrible online that it shook them to the core, that it shook these teachers to the core.
And we use that to come up with the ideas to get people interested into it.
If you do not know where it is, ask your
I think that when the message is coming from adults, kids are less likely to listen. Like, oh, you're just trying to tell me what to do. When it's coming from kids, it's more, oh, you're my age. Oh, I can relate to you.
I guess it's just because they connect with something that we say.
I think it's a lot easier to communicate a certain message when you have people of one's own age talking to them.
I think it works so well because you're relating to someone who's closer in age to you.
Well, they kind of look up to us. We're older than them, and they kind of want to grow up to be like us. So we have to teach them all the good things.
They can understand something more and relate to a topic more when they're hearing it from their own peers.
When a person like around your age talks about some of these things, you can connect with them, and it like makes everything more understandable.
I see that it works.
And then we plan conferences such as the Game of Life, and in the spring we do different things. For example, we film a lot of commercials
So if you guys go to the Kent Station AMC Theater, you might see us.
I see that we get to people, and then every year the schools come up with better ideas, and everything just moves forward. So I feel like the more I do it, the better it's going to get.
My name is Vivian, and I'm in 8th grade at Rainier Christian, and this is my...
We like to teach at least one workshop every year. Usually that's the leadership workshop. And that's also kind of to teach ourselves about leadership, because we want to go outside of our box, and we want to take what we say and turn it into an action. And so we can become leaders as we're teaching about leadership. So that helps us to kind of understand exactly what we're preaching to other people.
We're going to do finish the lyrics. So
We're not there to scare them. We want them to learn, but we also want them to have fun when they're doing it.
I was wondering all the time about the time we used to be, and there's such a difference between us.
So they don't think that the game of life is just a negative thing that they have to go to, they're required to go to, that we want them to have fun while they're there and be able to learn something at the same time.
I know for the leadership one, I'll be leading it with other people in the youth board, and I'm really excited about that because we have different topics that we're going to cover, and I think it'll be really enjoyable for myself and everyone else.
We like to get people out of their shells. You don't want them to be sitting back and just being shy. You want them to get involved and come out of their shell and actually learn something or get something from the experience, instead of just going back to your school and then you just sat around the entire time. We actually want them to feel like they learned something and they got something out of the conference.
Well, Youth Board has helped me become a better leader. I'm now more comfortable expressing ideas to other people, and I'm more comfortable with who I am and how I can live my life, basically.
For me, it's helped me speak in front of people a lot more, because coming in 7th grade, I was really shy. I didn't really know much about it, and now teaching workshops and being an MC, speaking in front of people, helped me a lot.
In the real world, I can apply being in Youth Board by just being a leader and doing what I've learned and living healthily and taking those issues that we talked about and applying it to myself.
You make new friends, and then you get to have new experiences. Like, you get to host a game of life and just be a leader.
I was very shy when I first joined this. I didn't want to talk at all. And now I like that I get to lead our meetings, and I like to talk a little bit more in class now, and I think it's definitely changed me.